Let me say something that's going to sound wrong at first. Your free weekends might be one of the most expensive things you own, not because you spend money, but because of what quietly disappears every time you don't use them intentionally. Most people never calculate that cost because it doesn't show up on a bill, it doesn't hit a bank account, it shows up later as stress, as feeling stuck, as wondering how time passed so fast. And that's what makes this interesting. Think about how people usually talk about weekends. I earned this time. I just want to relax. I'll deal with it Monday. This is my reward for the week. And to be clear, there's nothing wrong with that. Emotionally, it makes perfect sense. But businesses don't evaluate unused time emotionally. They evaluate it economically. And that difference changes how decisions get made. When a business sees something sitting idle, they don't ask, "Does this feel deserved?" They ask something much colder. What is this costing us by not being used? Not today, not in cash, but in potential. There's a rule in economics that quietly shapes almost every serious business decision. It explains why companies hate idle factories, why unused equipment is still tracked, why empty airline seats are considered losses, because doing nothing can still be expensive. Once you understand this rule, you start seeing it everywhere, including your weekends. The rule is called opportunity cost. It's not the cost of what you choose, it's the value of what you don't choose. In business, time is treated like capital. If capital sits unused, the question isn't, did this cost us money? The question is, what could this have produced? Imagine a company that owns a factory. The factory isn't broken. It's not failing, it's just idle. From the outside, nothing looks wrong. But internally, that factory is expensive, not because it's losing money today, but because it's not earning what it could. That invisible gap is opportunity cost. Now replace the factory with a weekend. Let's say you have 10 free hours, no obligations, no deadlines. From the outside, that looks free. From an economic perspective, it isn't. Those hours could have improved your health, reduced future stress, built a skill, created options. If you never ask that question, the cost stays invisible. But invisible doesn't mean zero, it just means delayed. This is where people get uncomfortable. So let me be clear, this is not about grinding. It's not about hustling. It's not about optimizing every second. Businesses don't eliminate downtime. They price it correctly. Some downtime is maintenance, some is enjoyment, some is strategic, some is waste. The mistake isn't rest. The mistake is pretending all rest has the same return. That's why two people with the same job, the same salary, and the same weekends end up in very different places 5 years later. Not because one worked harder, but because one evaluated time differently. One treated weekends as something to consume, the other treated them as something to allocate. Same hours, different outcomes. Here's a simple way to think about weekends. 3 buckets: maintenance, enjoyment, investment. You don't need perfection, you just need awareness. If everything goes into enjoyment, growth stalls. If everything goes into investment, burnout follows. Balance is the strategy. Free weekends aren't bad, but they're not free. They're an asset. And once you start evaluating them like one, your decisions change without guilt, without pressure, without motivation speeches. You just see the trade-offs clearly. And when you see the trade-offs, better decisions follow naturally.